Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of The Awesome C.O.D.Y. As usual, my name is Cody, and I'm your host. And today, we are continuing February's theme of awesome nostalgic comedies, I think is what I called it. I don't know, or nostalgic comedies, I'm not too sure. So last week, I talked about Groundhog Day. Today, I'm talking about My Blue Heaven. Next week, for the folks who want to watch ahead, we'll be talking about My Cousin Vinny. And last week of the month, I'll be talking about Top Secret. So, My Blue Heaven. My Blue Heaven, spectacular film. It's got a large cast, but also has a very small cast of main characters and names you would really know. So, basically, the whole premise of the movie is basically Steve Martin plays a gentleman named Vinny, who is in the witness protection program due to the fact that he is testifying in front of federal court about mob kingpins, but he kind of uses it as a way to get out of trouble, and doing so kind of gets himself in more trouble, but also finds a way out of the trouble. It's very there's a lot to it, but you watch it, you'll understand it. It's pretty awesome. Rick Moranis is also in. He plays Barney Cooper Smith, the FBI agent in charge of taking Vinny into protective custody in the witness protection program in San Diego, by the way. So that's pretty cool. They go to a Padres game, and then Joan Cusack is the other big name in this one. She plays Hannah Stubbs, who is the DA, or not defense attorney. She is the prosecutor in San Diego County, and is trying to nail Vinny for doing scoundrelly stuff while in witness protection, and then ends up becoming the love interest of Rick Moranis. Spoiler alert. There are a lot of other known people in this one. Those three are the big ones that are basically main cast. You have a lot of different ones, a lot of characters you'll see, and so forth. But real quick to go over who made it. So the maker of this movie, the director, we'll start with that gentleman, is Herbert Ross. Herbert Ross has done a ton of different things. He started his career as a choreographer and on plays on Broadway. First off, I should say he started his career as an actor, but basically made his career as a choreographer and then a director. Big movies that you may know, obviously My Blue Heaven is one of them. Some of the other ones would be things like Play It Again Sam, Funny Lady, Turning Point, Goodbye Girl, Pennies from Heaven, Max Dugan Returns with Matthew Broderick, Footloose with Kevin Bacon, obviously, Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox, Steel Magnolias, which I believe he garnered one Academy nomination for that, which for Julia Roberts in that movie. He did Soap Dish, which is a television program he produced, which is really funny. Let's see, Boys on the Side. He directed that one, the one with Drew Barrymore, Whoopi Goldberg, and Mary Louise Parker. Yeah, so he's done a lot of really good stuff throughout his career. So I mean, it's Herbert Ross. Herbert Ross is amazing. Writer of this movie is another amazing person named Nora Ephron. Nora is a writer of many things, but also is a director too. Of the things she's written, besides My Blue Heaven, she wrote When Harry Met Sally. She wrote Kooky, Silkwood, way back in the day. I say way back in 1983. She wrote a movie called The Super with Joe Pesci. A really funny movie. I was trying to find my note on it. Then for writing, directing wise, she's done quite a few things. One of which is based on a book called This Is Your Life by Meg Woltzer, and it's called This Is My Life. She co-wrote it with her sister. Then she co-wrote and directed Sleepless in Seattle, which is obviously a huge thing. Then she did a movie called Mixed Nuts. Mixed Nuts is a ensemble movie. She also co-wrote with her. She co-wrote a lot of things with her sister. I guess I should have said that ahead of time. A lot of things, including some of the biggest things she made. Then you have Michael, the one with he has a name. I'm thinking of what it is. Annie McDowell's in it. William Hurt's in it. John Travolta. So she wrote and directed that. Then she wrote and directed You Got Mail with her sister again. Then she did Lucky Numbers. She directed it, but she co-wrote it with her sister as well. Or no, I'm sorry, did not co-write that with her sister. She directed that one with a screenplay by Adam Resnick. And that movie is, if you don't know, with Lisa Kudrow, I believe, is in that one. And it was based on the 1980 Pennsylvania lottery scandal. Then she did the movie adaptation of Bewitched with Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell, and then Julie and Julia was her last movie she made before unfortunately passing away in what was it, 2012, right? Yeah, 2012. So yeah, Nora Ephron, pretty amazing writer and director in her own right. Yeah, good things, good stuff. She also did some plays too. I forgot to mention that. She did a few things. Steve Martin, just real quick of the stuff. I mean, I can't go over the stuff he's been in. He's been in tons of things. I mean, that's why I kind of skipped over what these three have been in, because they've been in so many different movies. Standout wise, I mean, obviously My Blue Heaven is a big one. Three Amigos, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Roxanne, Father of the Bride, Leap of Faith, Father of the Bride Part 2, Sergeant Bilko, Parenthood. Did I say Parenthood? I think I said Parenthood. Parenthood's in there. I mean, he's done tons of things, as well as television-wise. Obviously, he was a very big comedian. He was, I mean, he's done so many things. Trying to see how many. Where is it at? Why is it I don't see what I was looking for? Oh, he was on 13 episodes of Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour. I did not realize that. That's pretty rad. He's done so many. Well, I mean, so many things. He was on Saturday Night Live. I mean, he's hosted it several times. But I'm trying to remember. He's done. I can't even see how many. I can't even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, 10, 11 times he's fucking hosted it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, that's that's Steve Martin. He's done a shit ton of things. I talked about him before when I did the Jerk previously, a month before. Not a month before, but like previously on this podcast. So Rick Moranis' career, not as long as Steve Martin's, but it's definitely very in depth and has some huge things in it. Obviously, Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Hopefully, some more Ghostbusters down the line. We'll see what happens. Early movies, Strange Brew was one of the first ones right after he got off of SCTV, which was Canadian Saturday Night Live in a way, if you don't know what that is. Then he's done. I mean, he's done several things. He did several things with Steve Martin as well. I mean, he did Parenthood. He was in Parenthood. He was in My Blue Heaven. He was in L.A. Story. might be a list. Little Shop of Horrors, because Steve Martin shows up in that one. Trying to think of anything else that they were both in. I think that was it. But he's definitely well known for Honey, I Shrunk the Kid franchise. Obviously, he was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves. I think is what it's called. I don't have my list here. And then there was there was another one, wasn't there? I can't remember. I didn't have my list here. Then is he really coming back for The Shrunk? Oh dang, I didn't know that. That's cool. I believe it's a remake of Honey, I Shrunk the Kid called Shrunk. That's going to be on. I think it's on Disney Plus. I don't think it's going to be released in movies in movie theaters. But it has a bunch of stuff. Joe Johnson is directing it. It's got Josh Gad in it. A couple other people too. I can't remember who else is in it. Yeah, actually, I wonder if there's any details on that in here. I don't think there actually is. It's a reboot of it. Josh Gad is and Rick Moranis are the only two people mentioned in it. Basically, Josh Gad plays Nick Selinsky, who is the son of Wayne Selinsky from the first one played by Rick Moranis. This is what it says here. I don't know anything else about it, but boom. Oh, actually, it says 30 years after the events of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, an adult Nick Selinsky accidentally shrinks his own children. It's a reboot, so, it's going to rehash some stuff in there. It's Rick Moranis, baby, everybody. He's awesome. He's super hilarious, and I really wish he would do more things, but I know he kind of, semi-retired. I'm happy for him and all, but I really wish I could have got a My Blue Heaven sequel. I digress. Anyways, Joan Cusack is our last thing to focus on here. Joan has done a handful of amazing things. She was in small bit parts in 16 Candles. Later on, she was in Broadcast News, Married to the Mob, Working Girl, Say Anything, obviously My Blue Heaven, a really amazing movie that's super bizarre, and I don't think anyone really ever puts it on any list, is Toys with Robin Williams, LL Cool J. I think at one point Jamie Foxx is in it, Robin Wright, before Robin Wright Penn was in it. Michael Gambon is in it. Obviously, Joan Cusack is in it. That movie is fucking insane. She was in Adam Family Values, which is pretty awesome. She's in and Out, Arlington Road, Cradle Will Rock, Runaway Bride, Toy Story 2. She plays Jessie, or the voice of Jessie is. She does I think pretty much all the Toy Stories now. Ton of different things. Movie wise, TV show wise, she's on Shameless for 44 episodes, not the whole thing, but she's been on and off of it. Big roles, Peep in the Big Wide World. She did a voice. She was a narrator of that show. I'd look it up because I didn't know what it was. But it's ran for a long time, so good for her. She was on Saturday Night Live for 2 seasons, I think, way back in 1985 and 1986. So, there's that stuff. A bunch of Toy Story stuff, like shorts and stuff like that. Toy Story video games. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's really it for Joan Cusack. She was in one of my favorite movies with her brother John Cusack, which is Grosse Pointe Blank. I love that movie so much, and I should do John Cusack month if I haven't done it already. I think I've talked about some of his already, but I do love Grosse Pointe Blank. I love Grosse Pointe Blank. I love Better Off Dead. It's escaping me at the time. High Fidelity is amazing. American Sweethearts is amazing. 1408's a pretty awesome movie. Identity is really good. That movie's kind of fucked up. Not The Raven. Don't watch The Raven. That movie was not good. It was essentially Saw, but like based around Edgar Allan Poe. It was really weird. What else has he been in that I love? Yeah, there's a bunch. I'll get to John Cusack. I don't know why I went on a weird tangent of John Cusack movies, but I'll do a month of John Cusack movies. I got to look up when his birthday is and see when I should do that. What month was he born in? June. If I remember, I will do John Cusack movies in June of this year to celebrate his 55th birthday. Boom, there you go. John Cusack month in June, everybody. Set a reminder. Come back in June if you don't stick around. But yeah, John Cusack's not in this, but My Blue Heaven is an amazing movie. It's hilarious. Everyone should check it out. There's movies that I kind of wish they were based on something, like based on a movie or a book that I could read. This is one of them, just because I think the characters in it and the ridiculousness is amazing. There's a lot of layers to this movie. But anyways, I could go on for hours about movies that I wish had books, so I could read them as well and develop more of them. And again, sometimes the movies aren't as good as the books, but if I like a movie enough, and if you read the book and it's not like, completely different source material, like Running Man, for example, then both of them are good. They're both their own thing. There's a place for each one. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But yeah, that's it for this week's episode of The Awesome with Cody. I have been your host, Cody, and like usual, like I always say to these, let's be awesome.